Good evening everyone, I hope you're all doing well. It's been certainly a few weeks since I've done any recording. I think it's just life really. I hope you are all doing the same, back to living your life a little bit since things have started to obviously open up. We're nearly 3 years from the start of the pandemic, but I for years and years trained in the morning. I've probably said that before in a previous video. I always trained in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, home wash, changed, then went to work. But since the reopening of the gyms after the pandemic, the gym I'm 50, I'm perimenopausal, I'm like sleep's not as great, I'm on HRT patches, but I'm a bit more fatigued with the whole process. So I find I train at night now. So I work, come home, do my washing, bits and bobs, cleaning, and I go to CrossFit at 6:30 at night. So time again for CrossFit, 8 o'clock, wash, shower, changed. I just seem to have little time now to spend on recording. I mean, I take my hat off, as I say all the time, to all the people that manage to juggle full-time jobs, children and YouTubing, but I feel like I love doing it, but I just don't have the hours to set aside to do it as regularly as much as I would like to, but I guess I'm living life. I guess that's probably the best way to look at it. But yeah, it's I've just I love doing an unboxing video and things like that, but that's about it really. Anyway, I won't babble on. The last Hermes unboxing I did, I think, well no, because I got my TPM, didn't I? Anyway, my last quarter bag was in February this year, and I got my black Birkin in 30 Togo, the gold hardy, you'll remember that. I didn't get any quote bag last year. I had my wish. I got my gold Birkin in December 2020, I think. That was the last before my black. I didn't get anything in 2021. And I did spend quite a bit. I bought bits and bobs that I wanted, but I got offered a bag in the December 2021, but it wasn't what I wanted, so I did decline it. It wasn't on my wish, so it was they offered me as an alternative because the one I wanted still hadn't come in, and I declined it, and that was in December. And then I did get my black Birkin, the exact spec that I wanted, in the February. So anyway, cut long story short, this is another quota. I mean, we're entitled, I don't want to say entitled, we can purchase 2 quota bags per calendar year, but historically in the UK it seems to be most people are getting a bag a year unless they've got quite a few strings to pull. But I didn't get any bag last year, so the fact I've got 2 this year, I'm not going to say I feel entitled, but the one that I got in February this year was almost the bag for last year, if that makes sense, because I didn't get anything last year, and my SA wanted to get me the bag I wanted in December, but the leathers, she offered me a black Epsom with gold hardware 30, and I totally love Epsom as well in the Birkins, and I'll tell people don't rule it out because they're so lightweight and they're so well structured. But as you know, I've got a gold 30 in Epsom, gold hardware, and I thought for my next one, I wanted the black Togo, gold hardware. It was just like one of my unicorns, and I thought, no, I'll wait, and that's why I waited. So that bag that I got in February was almost like last year's bag, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm prattling on a bit, but anyway. So this was in February. I then put my new wish in, and I put 2 colours in. I wanted gold on gold or blue nude and gold, and malachite's always on it. I put malachite on every single wish, but it's not currently being produced in bags. And even my special order, the malachite that was available this year was for the interior of the bag, not for the exterior of the bag, so that wasn't going to happen anyway. So what my thoughts were to get, anyway, I'll better not keep going because then I'll ruin the surprise. Anyway, I didn't think I would get, well, to be fair, it's 8 months. It's 8 months since I did my wish. But just because the time frame in the UK, people are just they're either not getting their wishes fulfilled within the 8 to 12 months, or they've been offered other things that they maybe didn't really want. And I won't take a bag I don't want, because the thing is, people buy them and resell them and things like that, but there's something stupid. Well, it's stupid if you're a real bag lover and want the bag that you're given, because once you've got that bag and you give it away or sell it or part with it, you've got at least a year to wait another bag. So I just say no. I said no to, I made a mistake. My very first gold Birkin, I took the 35. I'd originally been offered a 30 with palladium hardware and gold, and I turned it down. And then my Glasgow store near where I live was shutting down, and they said to me, you can have an Attain 30 with gold hardware or a 35 gold with palladium hardware, and I don't like palladium hardware. So, and I didn't really like Attain, so I went with the gold 35, and a beautiful bag, love it, but it wasn't my first, it wasn't what I wanted, and I swore I would never ever do that again, and I haven't. I've turned down bags and held out for what I really wanted. Anyway, that's 6 minutes past, I better stop babbling. Anyway, I got an email saying basically the bag, or we've got a bag that's came in that you've expressed an interest in, that basically just means it's on your wish. And that was Thursday, or I can't remember what day it was, Thursday or Friday. It was like very short notice. And I thought, I was a wee bit unsure of the size, but I'll get to that when I unbox it. And I replied virtually right away and say, I'll take it, I'm coming. So yesterday, being Sunday, I left Scotland. I left the house at like 7:30 in the morning, got the train from Edinburgh to London at 9 o'clock in the morning, because it takes me about an hour to get to the train station. I met two of my good bag friends, Lorna from Lorna Style, and Joe from Jojo Lux. They met me off the train because they live down there and I'm not so great down there. And they came with me to get my bag. My husband's came with me for every quota bag, and actually nearly every bag I've bought out of Hermes, and I really wanted him to come. I just feel, I don't know why, I like to attribute, especially the quota bags, to against something. Like, one was my 50th I've put against, and one was my 20th wedding anniversary. 20th wedding anniversary, yeah. And I've kind of attached the quota bags to something, so they have that little bit of specialness and they're not just taken for granted. Anyway, because it was such short notice, he had a few commitments on the weekend, and Lorna and Joe offered to meet me. I went along, and I do feel a little tiny bit sad that he didn't come with me, but he's seen the video, and he hasn't seen the box yet, because although I was showing the bag in store, it was under bright lights. We'd had a couple of champagnes, and the bag got wrapped up. Excuse me. I got home last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, went to sleep, got up this morning at 7:30, went to work, 7 o'clock, sorry, showered, went to work, and so I actually truly haven't unboxed this bag. This is going to be a true unboxing. But I said to my husband, I wanted to record the unboxing before I let him see it. So it's quite late at night, but I'll wake him up and say, right, here. I mean, he's seen photos and videos, and he actually last week sat watching some YouTube with me with different sizes and the different leathers, because this particular one I've got, he loves this leather. He absolutely loves this leather. He loves the colour and leather. This is his. He thinks this is just Hermes' base, and I agree. It was always my unicorn needs, this bag. I've got so many in this colour, but not quota bags, like just other Hermes bags. But you'll see it soon enough. Anyway, let's get on with this unboxing. So I went down and Lorna and Joe went with me, picked up the bag. We had 2 or 3 champagnes. I had nothing to eat. I had 3 champagnes. I was quite intoxicated. So we did that. I bought some things. It's a shame because there's other things that I've bought that they weren't in stock, but there's a new sort of click and collect thing now that you can order and pay for the stuff in the store. And rather than waiting on the stuff coming into the store, they actually ship it directly to you from Paris. So tomorrow I've got a pair of shoes that's coming and a couple other things that I really wanted to unbox together, but you know what, I'm going to do this as a separate unboxing. So very, very quickly, I'll do these before opening the bag. Another lipstick I got, this one is called Rose Lipstick. Now, I don't do pinks a lot. Actually, I think this is quite a nice colour. There's probably a little bit of redness. I always do red or corally red, But actually I seen this on someone on Instagram. I don't even know if this is going to show up properly. But anyway, I'm going to give this one a go and I'll let you know what I think. It's satin. I always wear a lip liner and then I like a satin lipstick. I have got a couple matte ones from Hermes. I've actually got quite a collection of them now. I think I'm up to about 8. But I prefer a satin lipstick. I'm just going to quickly show you, because I've got them here, what I've actually got on today. I don't know if you can see, it's quite orange. Right, this absolutely, I'm amazed. This is amazing. Lisa Eldridge. If you don't follow Lisa Eldridge, please do. She's one of the best makeup artists in the world. I've followed her for over 30 years and she's so famous and so successful, but she has a heart of gold and she's amazing. This is, I don't even know the colour, it's a bit matte, I think it's quite bright. Oh, I can't remember the name of this. I'll put it in the link below. Morning, it's called Morning. And it's a kind of orangey coral, but it's absolutely beautiful. But I like to put a lip liner on first. And then on top of this, I've got, and I really like this is called Coral Flamingo. Now, for years I've worn MAC Costa Chic on top of my lip liner. And I think this is actually a close alternative to it, which I'm glad, because it's Hermes, I can obviously pick them up then. So this, so Coral Flamenco, give that a go. If you've got a little bit of colour and tan, I think it's actually quite a nice colour, it shows up well. Anyway, stop babbling on. I did get a Twilly and customary. I probably shouldn't open this because I'll maybe give too much away. Anyway, little Twilly, it's called Hermes Scarf Odyssey. It's quite a nice colour of any. I've actually got loads of these colours, but it's just custom to pick up a Twilly, isn't it, when we get a bag. I'm just going to put this down. So let's go on with this, guys. If I don't hurry up, you'll have switched off by now. Anyway, I couldn't actually believe it. I actually thought, because of the combination, I was going to wait a lot longer. I thought my wish might have expired again, but I really believe if you want a particular colour, hardware or whatever, don't settle, wait, just wait and wait and wait. And you know, the longer you wait, the bigger the anticipation, the more, I don't know, the more your heart melts. When I waited, oh my God, a year for my black Birkin, probably a bit more than a year. And oh my God, my heart melted when I got it. I love it to death, I love it. Anyway, so let's go, guys. I'm going to take it out and I'll actually just move my box along a bit. So I've got a little bit of space. Oh, it's really bright in here actually as well, so I'm not going to probably get quite as good a nosy as I'd like. Actually, I'll just put it, no, I'll move out of here. Hopefully it won't bang too much on my table because my table's glass. Anyway, there she is. So it's a Kelly Return or Retin-A. Oh my God, the amount of different pronunciations is unbelievable. It's in Togo with gold hardware. You all know I love gold hardware. And it's a size 32. Now, I went back and forth about the size. I initially thought get 30, a 28. And then I thought, I still would like a blue nude in the future. And I thought, I think I would prefer the blue nude, maybe the size smaller. But because I'm not a slim person, if I wear a crossbody bag like a Chanel Mini or any more smaller Hermes bags or Chanel bags or Louis Vuitton bags, when they're crossbody and they're small, I think they look fine. I think when you're hand carrying a bag, I think the bag should be proportional to your body. So I'm not going to stand up and do mod shots, but I'm going to insert a couple mod shots. But I think proportionally, the bag, especially when it's hand carried or in your crook of your arm, it should be proportional for your body. And I kept going back and forwards. And actually there was a couple people, there was, is it LV Lover CC or what? She's the American girl. I think she's Chinese, she's Asian anyway. She recently got a Cellier 32 in Cellier Rouge, absolutely beautiful, and she's very petite and it looked amazing on her. I think she was hesitant about it, thinking it's too big. It's absolutely gorgeous on her. I'm not really into Cellier. I prefer a slightly more dress casual look. The Cellier for me is just a little bit too, which I'm surprised at. Initially when I first looked at a Kelly, I thought a Cellier would be for me, but actually the more I think about how a bag works for my life now, like I'm 50, so I kind of do more afternoon days out, so to speak. I wanted something that was more dress casual and of course easy to use, and that easily, you know, dressed up without being over formal. I mean, I don't really wear a lot of jeans. I do generally dress quite nice, but that in between. So another one, Mel of Melbourne. She has a gold 32 with palladium hardware, and I remember looking at her photos thinking, God, that bag's not that big on her, and she's quite petite as well. So I went back and forward, but in gold, for the function I want to have of this bag, the 32 is perfect for me. It's beautiful, it's just stunning. I haven't even, do you know what it is, I didn't take it out, so I haven't actually seen how much veining it's got. It's got a little bit of veining. My black Birkin doesn't have any veining, and obviously gold doesn't because it has, actually it's not too veiny. I can barely see because I've got the light on the phone, and it's quite bright, so I'm going to take this off. I haven't even, do you know what it is, I only virtually briefly looked at it in the store because again the lights were so bright, and I'd had champagne, oh my god. Once I had champagne, that was it. So let's just take her out and see what's going on. Of course we've got the strappy. I've actually already ordered a liner. As soon as I got the nod about the bag, as soon as I got the email saying we've got your bag, I ordered a liner. I was like, yes, I've got a bag. That's how I'd wear it. I love seeing people walking about. Obviously you've got to train it a little bit to do that, don't you? See gold hardware. Oh god, guys, I know some of you love palladium. My good friend Lorna loves palladium, and we kid each other on. I'll send her a photo bag and she'll go, oh, that's beautiful, but not with gold hardware. And same vice versa. We just have a bit of laugh about it, which is a great thing because it means that we'll never compete for the same bag. Actually, wait a minute, can't even remember. Anyway, I'm not, because I normally look that through, but I don't want to, I don't really want to damage that. Do you know what's funny? I've never ever put this on my Birkins because I'm always terrified to mark the bag, and I prefer them to actually be probably, I don't know, a little bit plain. I don't know what you guys do, but I think I prefer it a little bit plain actually. Right, so here we go. So we do this. Alright, is that what you all do them? I don't even know how you all use them. Or do you just, I'm actually not sure how you guys do this. Do you actually, I don't actually have no clue how people do this, because seriously, I have never ever in any of my Birkins or Coat bags put this I've never ever put that on my bag, ever, never ever. I've probably got this wrong. I'm going to have a look at photos what you guys will do with it. Anyway, stop prattling, bam, we're at 18 minutes. So here's the wee, I need to take these off already. They go right through, don't they? Oh, well, I'm definitely unboxing it now because I'm taking out see the gold. Oh, I just love it. I just love gold. I'm a, whatever you want to call it, old fashioned. My Kelly to go, I've got a Kelly to go in black Epsom with silver hardware, palladium hardware, and I actually think that looks okay because it kind of makes it look a little bit edgy. But and I've got a black jumbo with silver hardware, but I think sometimes, which is surprisingly, people hear that, I sometimes think the black jumbo sometimes can look a little bit older fashioned, being such a big bag with the gold hardware. So I actually think that the jumbo actually goes quite nicely the clasps are absolutely beautiful as well. I've never had a Kelly, so I've absolutely no idea. I'd never actually looked at the strap that well. Actually, the hardware on it actually is really nice. Can't even, like, it's quite nice and chunky, and I've never looked at the Kelly on any of my friends' ones before, but oh my god, it's really, like, actually people kind of sort of make it the straps nothing, but well, it's beautiful. Anyway, this is exactly how I would use it. I'm going to insert a photo. It was a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, I have no idea, I saved the picture so I can't even give them credit, but there was a photo of a person carrying a 32 with the strap hanging down, and it made me fall in love with the bag. It made me fall in love with the size, how she was using it, how she styled it, and I thought, no, I could pull off a 32, casually carrying it with the strap hanging down, just to make it look a bit kind of more edgy. So there's not much else to say, guys. It is what it is, isn't it? Do you think I should quickly go and grab my Birkin 30 just to show you the size difference? I'll just do it 1 second. I'll be very quick, and I'll just grab it. Do you know what, guys? I take my hat off to all yous that do loads and loads of editing. I just can't be bothered editing. I just do what I do. You keep it real. Right, so there, actually, is that not incredible when you see the 30 and the 32? Does the 32 Kelly not actually look a bit smaller than the Birkin 30? I actually thought before getting this bag it would look slightly bigger, but actually, look. Now, black usually looks smaller, doesn't when you buy a black bag. So for anybody that's a bit unsure of the sizes, I really think that actually, this has obviously got stuff in it, but look, the Birkin's wider as well. Is the Kelly taller? Oh no, they're about the same size actually. I thought they were going to be a bit taller, one was going to be taller than her. But I mean, they are they're similar sizes, but I think the Birkin looks a tiny bit bigger, which is insane. I'm going to actually just quickly measure it. I brought my measuring tape through. So, because the other thing I noticed that this, the cellier actually is a lot bigger. So this is, at the smallest part is actually only 31 centimetres. 31 centimetres this is at the bottom. That's because it's a retainer, but anyways, it's definitely 31, and at the top, it's 29, and then 23. So I'm just going to quickly measure my black Birkin. Just do that quickly. I'll put the Kelly here. So the Kelly 32, remember I measured it there and I said it was 31, wasn't it? My Birkin's 31 as well. Actually, my Birkin's 31 as well. 31 as well, the exact same width. 23 in the height. Actually, it might be. It actually might be slightly. No, it's 31. It's 31. It's about the same size. I don't know why it looks bigger, but for some reason I feel like it looks a tiny bit bigger. The depth of it. So I'll just quickly do the depth. Might as well do it with measuring tape out, guys. The depth of it at the bottom, which is the widest part, is 16 centimetres, and the widest part on the Kelly is 12.5. So there you go. So this was 16 and this was 12.5. But can you see, like, I don't know why. It's the Birkin just looks bigger. So this is the 32 and this is the 30. Like, because actually when they took it out of the box, I was like, wow, it's not quite as big as I thought. Two gold hardware girls. I don't know much, I've got much to say. The other thing, the gold is the contrast stitching, isn't it? It's beautiful, eh? I'm going to quickly, before I end this video, I'm going to very quickly put my twilly on it. might as well do that, eh? I'm going to just pull this ticket off, put it in the box so I can remember what it is. Let's have a wee nosy. So, it's all interesting. I'll tell you a couple of things. I don't even know if I should say it. I've been watching a few American YouTubers that are doing all these videos about how to score a bag in Paris and how to do this and how to do that and blah blah blah, and I just think there seems to be such a divide across the whole of the world about how I should see my security light going on outside, how different stores operate and various things. My original store in Scotland, in the Glasgow store, closed down, and I did get a new SE in Harrods. I won't say her name or anything like that, but seriously, she sent me a message one day saying, you're interested in a red Birkin cellier, Birkin cellier, and I said, well, I'm not actually 100% sure. At the time I was thinking about getting a red one, but I was sort of sitting on I wasn't sure. I was wanting to see the cellier Birkin in the flesh. I eventually ruled it out anyway, but cut long story short, she sent me a photo of a red big poncho coat cape thing. It was actually ugly. If it was beautiful, fair enough. But anyway, she sent me this photo of this poncho, and she said, it's red, I've got this red, it's from the new collection, ready to wear. Would you be interested in trying and seeing it? She said, she basically said if I bought this £5,000 cape poncho, that the red cellier Birkin 30 with gold hardware would be kept for me. And do you know what it is? I think how long we wait in these bags. I could have just fell and did it. I could have just said, right, okay, I'll take it. But I didn't. I just didn't, because you know what it is? I thought, no, I'm not doing it. And I actually changed stores the very next week. I drove to Manchester. I went on the train to Manchester and I changed stores. I thought, nah, I'm not playing that stupid game. I mean, I buy loads of stuff out of there anyway. I mean, I buy a ridiculous amount of stuff. But everything I have I like. I did buy a lovely, lovely gold and navy cape poncho, but that was one I wanted. It was my choice. It wasn't someone telling me I had to buy it. And it's probably one of my favourite pieces from Hermes. I absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favourite coats ever. Coats, jackets, whatever you want to call it. Right, let's see what that looks like. I'm going to have to spend a bit of time on it, fixing it. But I've actually got a couple other gold twillies which I actually really like as well, but I do always like to take a new one when you get a new bag. Anyway guys, I better not keep you any longer because we're nearly at 30 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. I'm sorry for the babbling on. Just a quick thing, because I always forget to do it. If you like this video, please subscribe and like it. Leave me a comment, please leave a comment. If you leave comments, apparently it helps get the video seen, it helps get your channel seen. Not that I'm obsessed about having this huge channel. My YouTube channel is purely for fun. It's just a bit of fun, a bit of unboxings, a bit of this, that and the next thing. Anyway, I'm going to try and do another video this week with the bits and pieces that are coming tomorrow. So there was a couple of items I wanted that wasn't in stock, but I was able to order and pay for them yesterday in store, and they've been shipped to me straight from Paris. But I already got an email today saying that they're on the way and they should be here tomorrow. So that is pretty quick service. Anyway guys, thanks for sharing my unboxing with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to leave them below, and I'll hopefully see you on my next video. Thanks guys.